This week's events roundup focuses on the Republic of South Africa, a community that has patiently worked to be back on its feet again. While our MMM Gives Back takes us to the Divine Wounds of Jesus Christ Orphanage Home at Kubwa in Abuja State, Nigeria. For his Just an Opinion segment, Guider Milson Wan addresses the participants from our MMM Nigeria community. In our advisory, we'll discuss about Mavro Coin in a letter from our founder Sergey Mavrodi. To all our viewers around the world, this is MNC, your Mavro News channel. As you may know already, MMM Republic of South Africa has been hit by a reset mid-2016. There were challenges faced by guiders and members, especially with the doubts and confusion sown by media, but they have slowly and patiently rebuilt the community, as our stories this week will show. We start off with an offline presentation organized by guiders Tony and Patricia last September 3, 2016. For the people of Secunda in Mpumalanga, South Africa. Gathering a crowd of about 40 people, the event started around 1 p.m., with guiders Tony and Patricia dividing the discussion in two parts. Guider Tony was the one who introduced the attendees to the nature of MMM and how this mutual donation exchange platform evolved since it was founded by Sergey Mavrodi. He put more emphasis on the ideology it is advancing. He showed them as well how they can get 30 to 50% rewards through bonuses depending on the effort they will exert as participants. On her part, Guider Patricia introduced them to Bitcoin and how they can easily use cryptocurrency in sending and receiving donations through the MMM platform. Both guiders also caution those who are planning to join the community to expect hearing negative things from outsiders who lack understanding on how the MMM system really works. The attendees were glad that they came to listen to guiders Tony and Patricia. They said that both guiders have clearly explained things that the media has obscured through its negative reporting of MMM. Some have expressed strong desire to join the community the soonest they can.
Use your spare money. We need to understand that.
That was one of the reminders guiders Mielens Mosefi gave her audience of about a dozen people during her offline presentation at a residence in Mabofane, Gauteng last September 14 of last year.
Triple M stands for Mavrodi Mondial Movement.
She introduced them first to what MMM before moving on to its history, founder, and the ideology it has. She moved next to the bonuses, the registrations process, and the personal office. She differentiated as well how MMM operates versus the banks. In that discussion, she alerted them of the two biggest challenges which the community has been facing, that of traditional banks and the negative media coverage about MMM. She told them that the banks will always be against the community because MMM exposes how they are stealing money from ordinary people, and that through donation exchange and bonuses, MMM participants benefit many times better than these banks could offer. Before ending, she also explained the importance of increasing number of participants so that the financial aid will not stop. She encouraged them again to donate using their spare money only. The following day, September 15 of last year, Guider Milliant was again out for another offline presentation, this time in Mamelodi, Pretoria, where she had about a dozen people in attendance. The crowd was a mix of old and new members, so her format was not the usual presentation.
Is it possible?
After introduction, they did an open forum where members asked her questions about the current status of the old and new Mavros. Despite the noisy music playing on the background, They were able to maintain a steady and meaningful discussion. Guider Milliant told them that they should believe in themselves first before going out to invite people, as this would make them able to explain the ideology to others better. She reiterated that the system needed new donations, so members who wish to continue participating in the community need to focus on getting new donations so that more old Mavros can also be released. She encouraged them to go out and invite, because if they just sat down, then nothing would happen to their old Mavros. She also told them to stay positive and discouraged them from joining other copycat schemes, because MMM was there to stay.
It says, however, it may happen that those who have donated money may not receive help back. Right? Something like that statement again. So I donate spare money only. This is triple M. It's saying donate spare money only.
This was a reminder heard several times during the offline presentation held at Mbaledsu Primary School in Mamelodi, East Pretoria last November 12, 2016. Then K Guider Milliant Motsepi was the main sponsor, but this time her role was only to welcome the guest and introduce the speaker of the day. Her downline, Guider Mary. Guider Mary fully explained the ideology of MMM. She emphasized that a participant's focus should not be the money, but rather to see someone else progressing financially. She reminded several times those who plan to join the community that they should only use spare money to participate in the system. She also gave them a brief rundown on the history of MMM and its founder Sergei Mabrodi. In addition, she explained the requirements needed to join and the steps they need to do so they can register as participants. The last part of the program was devoted to those who have further questions about MMM. The last part of the program was devoted to those who have further questions about MMM. Guider Milliant and Mary helped each other thoroughly answer each question asked by their guests. Our last featured event for this week is an offline presentation organized by Guider Jaabed Omar last November 13, 2016 at the Woodview Secondary School in Durban. He started the program with a short welcome message and discussed next what MMM is. He described it as a community that does not have a central account and that it is neither a bank nor an investment scheme. He added that as a community of mutual aid donation exchange, participants of MMM donate directly to each other, and that its survival depends on members who regularly provide help and also invite new people to join. He reminded his audience to always have in mind that joining MMM has risks involved, so participation with spare money only is the best way to go. He also told them that with MMM there are no guarantees, as MMM is dependent on the actions of its members. Other topics he talked about briefly included an overview of Bitcoin, things needed to register, the MMM personal office, and the taxes that a South Africa resident may have to pay if they reach a certain amount of donations received. Before formally closing the presentation, Guider Jaabed thanked his guests and encouraged those who plan to join to actively promote MMM by going out and inviting people to join the MMM South Africa community.
The MMM Nigeria community, which is the Mavrodi Mundial Movement community, I hereby present to you these gifts to take care of the children. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That was David Mojeku as he was formally turning over the gifts they brought for the residents of the Divine Wounds of Jesus Christ Orphanage Home, located at Kubwa in Abuja State, Nigeria.
My name is David, a guider in MMM Nigeria.
It happened during a charity presentation he organized last August 27, 2016, where he and his team of MMM participants brought toiletries, sugar, posho, cooking oil, diapers, toiletries, and other essential items for the orphanage. The occasion started with Guider David introducing himself in his team to the children and volunteers of the center who all gathered in front of their main building. He also gave them a short rundown on what MMM is, who founded it, and what activities it does, especially in Nigeria. He also stressed that its ideology is centered on helping one another inside the MMM community and also those who are non-members but are also in need of assistance. He then formally handed over the gifts they brought. That elicited clapping from the children. Then the team went around the facility and interacted with the kids before drawing the event to a close. For their efforts, this was the message of the center's representative.
On behalf of Divine Wings of Jesus Christ Orphanage Home, we'd like to thank all of you in Nigeria. I appreciate the good work you're doing and say may God continue to strengthen and bless you. Thank you.
A pleasant day to everyone watching MNC. This is Emil and welcome to Just My Opinion. Before I officially start our segment, let me just greet everyone a happy New Year. This symbolizes new beginning, new hope, new challenges, new goals, and new life for each and every one of us. For today's segment, I would like to dedicate this especially to MMM Nigeria. Recently, we heard the news that MMM Nigeria accounts was frozen. I'm not sure exactly why, but most people there said that the community will be back to normal by 14th of January. Because of what happened, several different rumors spread on the internet and the Nigerian citizens went crazy, especially those who participated in MMM. I came across YouTube and hundreds of videos were uploaded. One of them is from Sahara TV, and the caption says, "Open mic, Nigerians react to MMM accounts freeze." Let's watch a few clips from this video.
I've been able to refer just one person to MMM. Yeah.
Okay, why did you decide to go into MMM?
Okay, it's not basically because of the economy. You know, it's profitable based on the fact that you keep your money in the bank, your money is not yielding anything. That was if you're able to withdraw some certain amounts in a month or thereabout. And then because of that, you won't be able to make any profits on your money in the bank account. But it's more preferable to put your money in MMM due to the fact that in a month your money must have yielded some certain dividends, so which is, you know, better in comparison to you keeping your money in the bank. That is the reason I joined MMM.
So you believe your money is safe with MMM and it's coming back to profit?
Yeah, sure, definitely. I believe my money will come back. I don't think anything, but I think something positive about it, due to the fact that before you enter into MMM, you already won. You shouldn't put your last, you shouldn't put all your money into it. It is more preferable if you are able to spare some certain amount in your bank account. Sure, it will affect people that put all their money in it.
Okay, people that only put all their money.
All their money, all they have into it. But me, I was able to, for speculative purposes, I was able to keep some certain amount before I go into MMM.
Yeah, I'm Said by name, Said. Said.
Have you heard about MMM?
Yeah, sure. No, I am not a subscriber, but I've heard about it. I see people doing it. Of course, yeah. Even family members are doing it. Yeah, of course.
Have you heard that the attack has been going?
Yeah, I saw that on news now about an hour ago. So it's so bad, but I don't know what to say about that. But this is the time people really need the MMM. So why would they freeze their accounts? That is the question. I don't know, but it's kind of fraudulent to me. MMM. As a matter of fact, to some it is a way, but to others it is not. You understand? So, but it is based on individual perspective. I don't do it.
Okay.
At some point, I registered, but I just felt let me just forget about it. But to some, I think it's a way out of the recession. But to people, they feel no, they might be fraudulent and a time will come they have to something like this, you understand, which is happening now. So we just hope. Well, my advice to them is just to take out, if in case they are not coming back, so they just take out and be careful of the kind of things they put their money next time. And that's just it.
I'm not into, but I have close friends who are, in fact, they intimidated me for joining, coming to join MMM. So they always pressurize me every day, join MMM. I said, look, I don't join, it's a fraud. I look at it as a fraud. Yeah, negatively. It will affect them negatively. In fact, some people were even banking on, as soon as they collect the money, they go and buy a car. They go and buy this and buy this. I was just laughing because there was a bank like that, one that bank called Omara, so many years ago. It came in the same way and gone the same way. No, there's no hope that it will come back because it's fraud. It founded on fraud. It was founded on fraud. So there's no anything that is founded on fraud. As far as founded on fraud, there's no hope of coming back. That's my view about it.
So there you have it. The video clip you watched is just one of the hundreds of videos circulating in YouTube discussing about MMM Nigeria. What I want to share right now is my opinion about the video as well as my thoughts about freezing the accounts of MMM Nigeria. We are all entitled to our opinion, and the reaction from those people in the video clip matters. I think it's natural instinct for people to panic and be disappointed if something happens unexpectedly. Millions of people who joined MMM Nigeria had set their expectation really high since the system is working smoothly for so many months. That's when problem comes, speculations, rumors, and even negative publicity spread easily. What caught my attention in those videos are the people who are saying that MMM has crashed. You know, when you say the word crash, it connotes negative feelings, negative emotion, a feeling of something valuable was destroyed instantly. Many had shared their opinion as if MMM Nigeria is declared closed, and that's not really helping to make the situation better. It only creates more panic. On the other hand, I admire those people who said that they are calm and just waiting for further announcement on their PO. Well, I think this is the best thing to do right now. If it's really announced that the system will resume by 14th of January, then so be it. Let's see what happens on that day. It will not help in any way if we keep on complaining or spreading negative news when in fact nothing is confirmed yet about the problem in Nigeria. I agree with what the first man in the video said. Though MMM is risky, it's still better to put your spare money in it rather than keeping it in the bank for a time deposit that only yields very small interest and will not allow you to withdraw for several months or years. And let me just repeat what I said in our past segments. If you join MMM, you should always be aware that anything can happen. That's why you are advised to put only your spare money, meaning an amount that is not critical for you, so that if anything goes wrong with MMM, your personal life will not be affected by it. Furthermore, I believe that those who complain about the freezing of accounts are either people who are not properly informed by the person who referred them, or people who are just too lazy to read the warnings in their personal office. That's it, guys. I will see you again next week. This is Emil saying, always remember that everything that I said in this video is just my opinion. Have a great day and bye-bye.
Since MMM reopened in 2011 as a mutual donation community that has a peer-to-peer platform, several copycats have come and go trying to emulate what the community does. Most, if not all of them, are gone, but new ones keep on popping out of nowhere. Just recently, 2 websites have come to our administration's attention. The video has made 2 false claims that the administration wants to address. First is that MMM never closed. Our communities around the globe are continuously developing MMM, and not one of them has closed. Second is that our founder, Sergey Mavrodi, has not opened any cryptocurrency project called Mavro or Mavro Coin. He continues to be committed to the ideology that he vowed to advance using the MMM platform, and has no plans of abandoning the committee at all. Another website which is also using MavroCoin is www.mavrocoin.com. It uses the M logo, but the administration would like to clarify that this website is also not in any way related to MMM, nor our founder Sergey Mavrodi. Our administrators would like to remind everyone that anything related to these websites and the cryptocurrency MavroCoin is a scam. The use of the names MMM, Mavro, and the pictures of our founder Sergey Mavrodi and the MMM logo are not authorized by the administration and the founder himself. Please be advised that any transaction they do has nothing to do with MMM committee at all. Speculations from media and other non-participants have always fueled confusion and panic among MMM members and create a negative impression to those who are outside the community. Our community in Republic of South Africa experienced this middle of last year, and just last month, the same has happened in our MMM Nigeria community that prompted an open letter appeal from our founder Sergey Mavrodi. In a message dated December 18, 2016, he addressed his appeal to journalists, analysts, and all kinds of experts in Nigeria and pleaded that they leave MMM alone and stop using the committee to gain cheap popularity. He asked what their purposes are in diligently and persistently fueling hysteria and provoking panic, if they even have sympathy at all, to the millions of their fellow citizens whose interests are at stake. He asked what their purposes are in diligently and persistently fueling hysteria and provoking panic, and if they even have sympathy at all to the millions of their fellow citizens whose interests are at stake. He also addressed the negative information that MMM has collapsed and will no longer work beginning January of this year. He stressed that MMM has not collapsed, that suspended works for holidays will resume in January, and that this has been part of a normal routine within the community. In closing, he again reiterated that MMM be left alone, that nothing has collapsed, and that everything will resume beginning this month. And that completes another edition of MNC. Just a friendly reminder to our participants, when you are in doubt or have questions related to MMM, always seek answers from reliable people to avoid speculations and confusion. Your guiders, the support team, and our online consultants are more than willing to help you out. I am Mark. Always remember, together we change the world.